This video is long overdue, but it is very necessary. My name is Ken Drell. I am a registered respiratory therapist with the state of Kansas. I live in Wichita. I'm a certified asthma educator, and I'm also a lifelong asthmatic. I have exercise-induced asthma. Earlier tonight, I saw where the ambulance was paged out to the house of an 8-year-old who was not breathing and had no pulse. What hit me was this child had a history of asthma. Asthma education is such a necessary thing, and it is amazing to me that it is not provided. There are so many asthmatics I see come in through the emergency room, and I ask them, how often do you use your inhaler? And they'll tell me that. Well, are you using it with a spacer? And they'll say, what's that? If you use a metered dose inhaler, you should absolutely be using a spacer with it. Absolutely. I'll ask them, when's the last time they did their peak flow meter and what kind of readings were they getting? They don't know what that is. That is part of the reason why I do what I do. I've been trying unsuccessfully for 3 years to establish a pediatric asthma education clinic within the city of Wichita. And I've met with several pediatricians and I've met at several clinics, and they all tell me the same thing. Oh, that is an awesome idea. That there's so much opportunity to educate the pediatric population that has asthma. And then I meet with the bean counters because they want to know what kind of money they're going to get out of it. They definitely want to know if it's going to cost them money. And that's where I lose them because this is not going to be a cash cow. But I didn't get in it to become a millionaire. I got in this because I want to prevent asthmatic children from having to utilize urgent care centers or emergency rooms. I want to teach them to self manage their asthma. You have to give every tool necessary to be successful, or you're setting a person up for failure. And that is what I want to do when it comes to kids and asthma. I have an asthma action kit that I would provide free of charge. It comes with a spacer, a peak flow meter, an asthma action plan, and a diary so you can keep track of these things. Because that is one of the biggest obstacles we face today when it comes to asthma education is, are they compliant with their medications? Do they know what triggers their asthma? Do they know what they're taking, when they're taking it, and why they're taking it? Uh, And if that means I have to make a hospital visit, a home visit, or a school visit to keep track of what you're doing, how you're doing it, to make sure you're compliant, I'll do that. I also have a Doc Monahan. It is an informational booklet. It comes with an educational DVD about the spacer, about the peak flow meter. It also has a coloring book for the kids and some information for the parents as well. All of this can be found on my website. It is www.impact-wichita.com or www.impact-wichita.com, whichever one you want to take it as. I just feel that children should not be hospitalized for asthma. If we can teach them how to self-manage their asthma, that's one less kid that's in the emergency room. That's the one less kid that's in a hospital bed. That's one less day of school missed. That's one less day of work missed. Um, as much as I hate to, because I still have to provide for my family, I'm just going to do this for free. Uh, what I'm going to do is create a contract between me and whatever families reach out to me regarding this, uh, that allows me to follow up with their children regarding their asthma. And if that means a hospital visit, I want to be allowed to go to that hospital. I want to be allowed access to those medical records so I can keep track as well. I know there's some HIPAA laws and all this. Trust me, I work at a hospital. I'm very aware of that. But I want this because children shouldn't die from asthma. Children shouldn't be hospitalized from asthma. And there is not a hospital I've ever worked at that provides asthma education once that patient is discharged. They don't. I worked for one of the level one trauma centers here in Wichita, and our asthma education stopped the minute you left our building. It just didn't go any further than that. And if you want to successfully educate someone on self managing their asthma, you have to do that. So I'm going to put my logo at the bottom of this video. Call, text. You can reach out to me. I promise I will do whatever I can to help you and your child be successful in self managing their asthma.